Welcome back to TarHeelIllustrated.com. And if you are watching us on our fast growing YouTube channel, it is called Tar Heel Illustrated. It is North Carolina football class of 2022 National Signing Day, and we continue to discuss each and every member of the Tar Heels class as their signed letters of intent roll in. I am THI publisher Andrew Jones, and joining me is our director of football recruiting, Miss Dina King. And Dina, Marcus Allen is a four-star cornerback who attends Walton High School in Marietta, Georgia, the number 38 overall prospect at his position nationally, and the number 32 overall prospect in general in this state of Georgia, which is absolutely loaded with talent. 6'2", 170 pounds. He committed to Carolina on June 30th. That was during that cluster where the Tar Heels got a bunch of commitments. So what are your thoughts on Marcus Allen? Great name, certainly. Maybe if he could be 1/10 the player at Carolina, Mac Brown and his staff will be very, very happy.
He played for Walton, had a great year. Walton had a great year. They had a deep run playoffs. Marcus Allen listed as a cornerback. I think North Carolina's looking at him at the safety position, but can play each position. As we know at UNC, they like guys that cross train and can play different positions, and they'll need it for depth and everything. But they also a playmaker on offense, played some wide receivers, so a little bit like Tayon Holloway, a playmaker, able to catch the ball, got good vision, got good speed. So a huge pickup in Georgia, a place where North Carolina likes to recruit. It's in that recruiting blueprint.
They like that Atlanta to DC and everything in between. And we should tell everybody listening, Carolina fans need to remember that sometimes these kids, they're graded at one position and ranked at one position, but that's without giving thought to them in another position. So if a kid is the number 38 cornerback in the country, there's a possibility that if he was graded simply as a safety, he might even be higher rated than that. Marcus Allen is somebody that was real strong lean to Georgia Tech for a while. He's right there in Georgia Tech's backyard, and a real strong lean. There were some family connections and stuff there, but Carolina stayed on him. And you talked to him around the time that he committed, some of the reasons he committed to Carolina. Another kid who cited Dre Bly. And I think the stability and direction of the program was something that really weighed heavily in his decision.
I remember at the spring game, him and his dad come up, and we know what happened at the spring game. It was raining, and for a kid to want to witness, a game and a spring game in bad weather, I mean, it has to say something of the interest that he had in Carolina. And being at Georgia and playing on a good football team, in that area, he had some more suitors trying to get in on him, and it's a credit to the staff on keeping a Marcus locked in at being a Tar Heel. I mean, Jay Bateman and Coach Lilly, they got strong connections down in Georgia, and so I'm sure that they really made sure that Marcus was committed to be committed.
Yeah, and like so many of these kids, they had a lot of suitors that continued on. We saw some of them tweet out here in the last few weeks, "Hey guys, leave me alone. I'm not flipping." And Marcus was somebody, it's one thing for a kid that's, within 100 miles or so of campus to kind of deflect the suitors. But when you're as far away as the Atlanta area from Chapel Hill, maybe a little bit more of a challenge to keep those kids from poachers. But they did a really solid job with him. And got to commend the young man too, because he was just like, "Come on, guys, go away. Don't come near me. I'm a Tar Heel."
Basically in the heart of
Lily Bateman Bly. That was kind of rolling on there.
Basically, Atlanta is basically a SEC country. So to get a kid out of the Atlanta area, Marietta, is huge for the Tar Heels. He's gonna help that secondary for Coach Bly and Coach Bateman.
And also pulling away from Georgia Tech when Coach Collins there is really pushing the ATL stuff. So it's a really nice job of recruiting for the staff to get this kid and then keep him right up here to signing day. Marcus Allen, a 4-star cornerback from Marietta, Georgia. His name is formally in the books for the Tar Heels. He is the latest member of the class of 2022 to put pen to paper, and he is now a Tar Heel. Stay with us all day as we continue to discuss each and every member of the class as their LOIs arrive at the Keenan Football Center. Thanks for stopping by.